Hey, this is David Sharp and David Wood, co-founders of Empower Network. Welcome to the video to where we're going to just basically talk unscripted about the vision of the company. What we really haven't... Take five. Ready?
Yep.
Hey, this is David Sharp and David Wood, co-founders of Empower Network, and welcome to our blog. We're actually going to talk here just for a second, unscripted, just have a conversation with you about the vision of the Empower Network, why it's really in place, some of the problems that we've encountered before this, how we've overcome those problems, made very simple solutions in place for even the average person to get in, get started, and make as much money as they really want inside of their business. Now, if you're somebody who's a little more experienced, the income potential is unlimited here. However, what we want to talk about here just briefly is a couple of problems that we've encountered and then a couple of stories that really have helped develop our vision for the Empower Network.
Well, yeah, absolutely, Dave. And the reality is that, and you may have experienced some of the things that I've experienced in the business. When I got started, I saw, I was in network marketing, and you may be in internet marketing, network marketing, direct sales, maybe just a home business, maybe just a traditional business, and you're just looking to make some money on the internet, or you're just learning to, wanting to learn to market wherever you're at. I've been there at one point in my life. I got started in network marketing, and I thought, man, if I just get 5 people, I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow. Right? So I got out there and, of course, talked to 5 people, and they didn't get in, and I kind of wondered what was wrong. And so I talked to 5 more idiots who didn't get in, and I wondered what was wrong with them. And by the 500th idiot, I realized, maybe these people aren't dumb. Maybe I'm doing something dumb. You know what I mean? And so I changed my strategy, but I struggled for a long time. And then I actually, about 2009, I stumbled across some concepts that taught me to be attractive rather than pushy in my business. It taught me, rather than to push my business out into the market, how to pull people into my business who wanted to be involved with it. Sure. And I started making, my first month, it was like, $15, big check, right? Well, my second month, it was about 800. My third month, it was over 3,000. But then the next 2 weeks, I made over 30,000. Right? So it went from like 15 to 800 to 3,000 to 30,000. I started making a tremendous amount of money. I started doing it quickly. All right, ever since then, I've made over $5,000 a week, and I've had this desire to help other people to make a lot of money. I've been wanting to help people make money, but there's been some tremendous problems in doing that, Dave, in the sense that nothing that's really out there is built for the masses. And by the masses, I mean probably either you or people in your team are part-time, right?
Sure.
Most people don't have 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours in a day to just focus on setting up blogs, setting up social media accounts, learning how to be a copywriter, learning how to be a guru, putting out videos on the internet, getting $18,000 of video equipment and full-time staff in other countries working for you. They don't have time to do it. And so the gurus have all been saying, well, this is what you got to do to make money, and everybody rushes in to buy. But the reality of that is that once you go through the course and you realize what you actually got to do, there's just not enough time in the day for anybody but full-time people who are willing to hire people. And
Sure.
That's it. So the actual income from online marketing has been inaccessible to the masses. Nobody has had any sort of a system or a process that the masses could get involved with and actually make any remotely decent income on the internet. So it's been out of touch to the biggest section of the population.
Sure.
And you may have experienced some frustration if you're part-time. And we've decided, we started talking, having a conversation. Dave's making thousands of dollars a day. I'm making thousands of dollars a day. We've got people all over the world we're working with in multiple countries. And say, you know what? I think we could solve this problem. And that's kind of how this conversation started to get birthed about the Empower Network. See, this company is not here just to feed Dave and I. Like, really, most stuff is there to feed a guy or two,
Sure.
This is really here to put money into your bank account immediately. In fact, as you navigate through these tabs and watch these videos, you're going to find that the way we pay people and how much money you could make is actually unique and pretty incredible. You're really going to like this and want to share it with people when you learn this information.
Absolutely, and I think that one of the biggest mistakes that I made when I first got started inside of my business, because for most of you who know who I am and who know Dave's story, well, he was living in a van with his wife, who I personally know, beautiful family, but I also came from a background that I really wasn't very knowledgeable about marketing and being an entrepreneurial and starting a business and making money on the the internet and marketing, all these different things that I got into eventually. And one of the biggest mistakes that I made, coming straight out of the construction trade, I was swinging a hammer. I mean, before that, previously, I'd struggled with all kinds of things in my life. I mean, alcoholism, addiction, all kinds of personal defeats that really brought me down to my knees to the point to where I was really ready to ask for help. Well, the same thing happened when I got involved in the marketing industry. I also got into my business and had kind of a little bit of a unclear vision of what I really wanted to do in the impact that I wanted to make, not only in my life, but the people around me. See, I thought that this was all about going out there and just having teams of just hundreds of thousands of people making all kinds of money. And you know what happened was I overlooked the little people. I overlooked the mom, the single mom, the nurse, the gentleman who's working 50 or 60 hours a week just trying to put food on his table because his kids are hungry, and maybe he's spending a whole lot of time helping his kids do homework at night, and maybe, you know, a single mom's working 2 jobs to try to, you know, raise 2 or 3 kids. You know, I know what that's like, and the reason why I know what that's like is because I've actually endured some of those struggles. And when I got involved in the industry, I had this huge dream, but I forgot what was really important. Well, what we've done inside of the Empower Network is we've built this entire system around the single moms. We've built this entire system around the families who maybe had a job, a desk job, or something outside of the industry that they could get in, get plugged in, and make a phenomenal income outside of what they're currently doing, and therefore would allow also them to live the life beyond their wildest dreams. Now, if you're more experienced, we've got a system here that will deposit instant 100% commissions into your bank account, which will solve more problems than I would have ever thought that we could possibly solve with the Empower Network. Now, one thing that I'll share with you really quick is I was at an event one time in a business that I was in and talking to a young man. And this young man approached me and he said, "Dave, I'm finally at a point to where I'm making life-changing income." And being this big dreamer that I was and this big visionary, I thought to myself, this guy's bound to tell me he's making $5,000 or $10,000. Well, what he told me was that he was making like $250 extra a month. And that gave me this perspective to realize that, you know what? Everybody doesn't have the same goals that I do. Everybody doesn't have the same beliefs that I do. Everybody doesn't have the same things that they think about when they get up out of bed every morning. What we've done is we've built this system around a variety of different people's belief systems to be able to come in, get started, no matter where you're at, you know, no matter how many skills you possess, no matter if you've got, you know, a computer and a bunch of technical skills or what, we've got a system that you can plug into, get started, get into profit, and have success.
Well, and that's absolutely right, which leads us to, you know, what is our real vision here, and why are you here watching this video? And you may even be watching this video maybe you're making a tremendous amount of money already, and you're saying, well, Dave, what's in it for me if we help all these little people? You know what? And that's a fair question, actually. It might be a little bit selfish, but it is actually a fair question. Sure. And the answer is that you know, and I know, because I've built teams of thousands of people, and I've recruited thousands of people, and I've sold hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars of information products, and you know, like I know, if people don't make money, they don't stay around. If your people don't make money, they don't stay around. If they don't stay around, your residual income begins to decline. If your residual income starts to decline, you're not happy, and then you jump from deal to deal. And here's a question for the leaders: is how many deals have you been in because of just that? And the answer is absolutely astounding when I talk to people that can really move crowds in this industry. All right, so what's our real vision? Is to help the little people make a tremendous life-changing income. You don't have to be a guru because we're giving you all of the money. You can just get paid like a guru. And number 2, for the leaders out there, we want to help you guys to create a sustainable, leveraged, upfront residual income that goes into the thousands, then the tens of thousands, and then the hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. We have a system and a process to do that. And the great thing about the Empower Network is, you know, a lot of people, they say, well, can I even trust you to write me a check? Can I trust you, Dave, to write me a check? And that can be a concern when you're getting involved with, you know, most things. But as you're going to learn as you navigate through these tabs, it's not an issue with us, because you're writing your own check, it's depositing instantly, daily, into your bank account on autopilot because you're actually controlling your own merchant account here. It's absolutely the most unique model on the planet. And so here's really what I want to encourage you to do, just a couple of things. You know, if you're on this video, it means that you're either a member of the Empower Network and you're just kind of wondering what we got on the blog. You just got in, you signed up, you took some action. Or maybe one of your friends or one of your family members or somebody that you know shared this with you. Maybe you found it in the search engines. Maybe you were on my email list and I emailed you, or Dave's email list and he emailed you, or one of the members of our team, they emailed you this video. First of all, decide that you're going to check this out. Really, I mean, just check it out. Leave us your thoughts below the video. Leave any questions that you got. One of the things about Dave and I is we are totally open and authentic. We'll share anything. We'll share the real truth about what we're doing because our goal here is to help you earn daily, instant, 100% residual upfront commissions. And as you go through these tabs, you may have the desire to just kind of continue to learn more. You may even find yourself wanting to take action and join. I remember when I first started marketing on the internet, how excited I was because I told people when I got in the business, Dave, I said, you know what, I am going to move to the jungles in Costa Rica and just drink out of a coconut making thousands of dollars daily. And you know what, 90 days after I got involved in online marketing, I picked up on a plane with my wife, Ashley, gorgeous wife, and we said, let's go to Costa Rica. Heck, we did it. We came down, we lived in a little beach house, the ocean roaring in every day, drinking out of coconuts on the beach, and then we moved up to this house that you're seeing now in the mountains, looking out over one of the most beautiful oceans that you've ever seen in your entire life, making thousands of dollars. And I said, you know what? This works, man. This really works. I can trust this process. But you know what was missing, Dave? I wasn't earning 100% of the work that I was putting out. I was earning like, 5% here, 10% there. We're going to show you how you can make all of the money without having to work all day and night like gurus really do.
Absolutely.
We're going to show you how to keep the money without having to work like a guru. So here's what I want you to do. If you're ready to take action and you want to see how this whole thing really works, well, click on the banners that are on the side or above or below this blog post. Write your thoughts in, like it, share it on Facebook. Go check this out. If you want to learn a little bit more, feel free to proceed. Take some action and go to the next page and learn a little bit more about our leadership, about the way we get money, about real system that we've got in place. We've got a way for you to make a tremendous income regardless of who you are.
Absolutely. I mean, we encourage you to give us your feedback. Share your thoughts. There's a place down below here for comments. Go ahead, like it, share it. We've got people all over the world right now sharing this, liking it, in the back office, engaging, helping people out, making more money than they ever thought possible. So again, if you're at a point in your life to where you're really ready to create not just a temporary change, but create a permanent change, we look forward to you learning more and welcoming you to the team.